This is Matt with Mel Express Radio. I have with me Trey of Creep and Death. How are you today, man?
I'm good. Just hanging out on this off day, just trying to relax. You know how it is.
And the band's tour with Carcass and Immolation recently kicked off. Obviously, you've had some recent events to start the tour off, but you guys have seemed to have bounced back nicely. And how have the small amount of shows been so far?
The two shows that we've actually gotten to play have been super sick. They're like, the first show was in Albuquerque was sold out, and then we played last night in Roseville, which was like a suburb of Sacramento, and that was another good turnout, packed out turnout, especially on a Monday. So it was pretty sick. So yeah, things have been going great. We've been sounding pretty good, so I've been having fun. The few shows that we've actually gotten to play.
Have you had a chance to watch either Caucus or Immolation after your set yet?
Oh yeah, definitely. But after I've gotten a chance to watch them both nights, so it's definitely a treat. They both shred, and they're all super nice. It's been really cool to be able to hang out with them, and especially after everything that happened. Like they both was cool to us, and thankful that we're back on the road and back on the tour. So it's been cool.
And obviously, Carcass pretty legendary in regards to the genre. So how was it when you were asked to do the tour?
Oh, we said yes immediately. It wasn't even a question. It was like, hey, do you guys want to go on tour with Carcass? We didn't even ask when. We just said yes. That was basically it. So yeah, it was like, there's certain bands you get an offer and it's just like, oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. Like, of course we're gonna do that. So Carcass is definitely one of those bands.
And the band started the year with a tour in the States with Cattle Decapitation. How have you guys been handling just the nonstop touring?
It's been pretty hectic, for sure. We got back, and then we were able to, work at home for a few weeks, and we're also preparing to record an LP, in sometime in June and July. So, just working and getting all that together and preparing for this tour, and it's all just been a pretty hectic time. But it's been also fun at the same time. I've been really enjoying it. Spending time with the dudes and writing new jams and stuff like that. So it's definitely been real busy, but I think it's definitely going to pay off for us.
The band's latest release, The Edge of Existence, was released back in October. What kind of feedback have you since received?
It seems like it. People have liked it. I really just kind of do my thing and really don't pay attention to a whole lot. But it seems like people really enjoyed it. People tell me that on the road all the time, and people seem to be buying it when we have it at the merch table. So that's a pretty good indicator, in my opinion. So.
And what do you see as far as plans for the band after the tour with Carcass?
We have a whole bunch of stuff planned. We have a bunch of festivals we're playing this summer. We're playing Sound and Fury Fest in LA, I think it is, this year, and then we're playing Psycho Las Vegas next month in August, and then we're playing I think Full Terror Assault, and we're playing Full Terror Assault in September as well. So we have a bunch of fests, and there's going to be a whole litany of stuff in between that I can't really announce yet that we're planning. So it's going to be a hella busy summer for us for sure, between that and also recording an LP. So it's going to be crazy, but we're super stoked.
And Max Cavalera actually recently praised Creep and Death, saying that you guys are one of the few underground bands that people need to know. How does it feel to get praise from metal veterans such as Max?
Oh, it feels great. I really appreciate anyone who just, just vibes with my music. It's very, humbling, I guess. Especially it's when it's people from bands that you've been listening to for, basically as long as you've been listening to metal and stuff. So it's really sick, and it feels good to get that kind of feedback. But, honestly, I really appreciate that feedback from just about anyone, even everyone coming up to me and telling me they like it, or they really enjoy it, or they something or other about it. It just warms my heart from really anybody. So it's very sick. I really appreciate it, and I've actually talked to Max a few times, and he's a super cool dude, very nice, and he always reps us, and that's really cool. He always puts on for younger bands, and that's really cool for some of the older bands, the legacy bands, to try to bring up some of the younger cats. I love that energy, and I respect it a lot.
With almost halfway through the year, what have been some of your favorite releases?
The Undeath album that came out was fucking sick. Let's see, what else came out? My brain is hard to keep track of. I'm trying to think of what else came out this year, because with the pandemic and all this stuff, like, time is not the same. So it's hard for me to remember what came out in like 2021 and 2022, whatnot. But I've been jamming a lot of 200 Stab Wounds. I've been jamming, Frozen Soul. Those are the homies. Let's see, what else have I been jamming a lot of? Let me pull up my Spotify. Oh, Tribal Gaze. That's another band I've been like really, really into. Those are some of our friends from Texas. So yeah, those are some bands that I've been really into lately.
If you could pick a big four of death metal, who would it be and why?
I would say probably Entombed, and then probably Possessed, and then Death. And for the last one, I don't know. There's so many options for the last one. You could go Obituary, you could go Town Corpse, you can go a litany of things. Yeah, I would probably say Obituary just because I like them the best. So that would probably be my four right there.
Awesome.
Oh, and why? Possessed is like literally like the first, like OG death metal band, pretty much. So you got to have them on there. I think Death really changed the game a lot too. And as far as popularity, they're the ones that are like, some of the most popular. And then Entombed, like everyone is, copying that guitar tone. So like that's pretty legendary. And then Obituary is just Obituary. That's just speaks for itself.
Is there anything that we haven't gone over that you'd like to throw in?
No. People can follow us on anything on Twitter, Instagram at Creeping Death TX. We have I think right now our only merch store is our All In merch store, but we'll probably have keep an eye out on our socials, and we'll have merch and stuff put up after the tour and stuff like that. So yeah.
My last question for you, out of all the band's albums and EPs, what is one that you would suggest to a new fan and why?
Okay, I would probably say, I would say Edge of Existence. That's a pretty good starting point. It's shows like sort of the, new style that we got, but also it's like there's elements of it that are very obviously like us as well. So I think that's a pretty good starting point.
Awesome. That's about all the questions I got for you. I hope the rest of the tour goes smooth and safe for you and the rest of the Camping Creeping Death.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.